Have you stopped learning?
Not really. I don't think I ever want to actually stop learning.
No, lifelong
No,
learning.
lifelong learning, and I think it's very, very beneficial in all aspects of
I
life.
think it's the key to
Living a longer life as well.
keeps you active, doesn't
Keeping
it?
you active, definitely.
Keeps your brain wired.
alive and wired. That's what we're going to be talking about on this week's podcast.
Episode
Yeah.
of
Get real with the English sisters.
Hi everyone. Hello.
Hello, right.
Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for your support and your 5-star
And your
reviews
comments. Thank you so much.
and your comments. And hello to Uganda and Vietnam and Russia. I think they need a bit of stress
I think they do.
relief
Yeah,
in especially Russia with everything that's going on.
exactly. So, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Lifelong learning. I remember when I got to like around 40, I just thought
Yeah.
I've learned everything.
Well, yeah, definitely. I remember when you
So if
said you
had
wanted
to be a mum, I knew how to be a
Yeah.
mum. I thought I know how to be, look after things and do things and
everything kind of was already
Like-
a path you'd already trodden on. Like it was familiar.
It wasn't like learning new skills or new things. Like
No.
after I went to university, then I thought that's kind of it.
That's it. I
enough
don't
learning.
want to study anymore. But lifelong learning really isn't just about studying, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, we did do some more studying because we decided to become hypnotherapists, and that was a whole
Learning curve.
that was so scary. At 40, you think, gosh, I don't really want to start, with university again.
I know.
But it was exciting, though. It was a challenge as well.
So challenging.
So challenging, all that
No,
studying
I
and
mean,
those exams and
I
tests.
didn't even know how to do techie stuff.
No, I know.
I mean, I was like my
What about
hubby
me?
was you didn't either.
No, maybe one tiny bit more than you. Just
Why? Did you
because
just-
my husband, he was more into it, wasn't he?
I can't remember you knew how to. Did
Well,
you know how
yeah.
to write emails?
Yeah, just a little tiny bit, basically. Yeah, just right. I remember I used to teach you. Do you remember? I used to say, "Come on, it's not that hard."
It's so funny now.
Now it is because our life revolves around this technology and everything we're doing with it, the phones and the computers and everything. But yeah, that was certainly a big learning curve for us, but it was exciting as well.
Yeah, and I remember when I first started writing the first blogs and when I look back on them 5 years afterwards or something, I thought, oh my God, there's not even there isn't even any punctuation. There's no capitals in it, and of course I knew how to do. We taught
Of
that,
course,
but
yeah.
it's just that when it was on the computer on the
screen.
screen, it's like as if my brain was so overtaken by learning all the other stuff
Just
of actually
learning
how
how
to
to
put
type,
it in there.
yeah, and put it
that
in.
I couldn't even see that there was mistakes
I
in
know,
it, like
I
grammatical
know.
errors or the punctuation wasn't right. I just couldn't even. My brain couldn't see it kind of thing. It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird, yeah. It was a massive learning curve for us, but I think it's those kind of, it was like stressful, but that kind of good stress in a way.
Well, I
'Cause,
think it was exciting.
Exciting, yeah.
You felt as if you were stimulating your mind.
It was that kind of challenging, a bit of stress that, yeah, but then we would chat about it for ages afterwards, and to actually think about it now, it was a really good time.
Yeah,
when it
and,
was
and,
learning.
and I think about people that when my husband, for instance, he would say he didn't want to go on the new course or something.
Yeah.
And I would say, because I had already started this lifelong, I go, no, but you'll be lifelong learning. He goes, yeah, but it's boring and it stops me from doing my proper work. And I go,
Like
yeah,
on new
because-
courses for his job.
Yeah, when the company would send him to do things.
new trainings.
He
didn't
would say,
want
no
to.
one wants to do these trainings. They're boring.
Yeah.
Why do we have to, we have to stop our work to do them? And I would say, yeah, but you'll be learning new skills. And so I would help him reframe it. And then afterwards, when he would come home, I'd say, how did it go? He goes, actually, it wasn't too bad. I learned how to do this. that.
Yeah, there you go.
And
yeah.
then, in the end, you get things,
You
even if
do.
you think you're not learning from this stuff and you think it's boring or you shouldn't be doing it, you're still stimulating a part of your brain that you wouldn't normally.
Exactly. And neuro pathways. I can hardly say that. You know, the fire together, isn't there?
They wire together.
That wire together, fire together, and it's like that you're literally creating new pathways in your brain. It's so fascinating, really, when you're learning something new. So, I mean, that's a big deal if you think about it, because that you know, it can help prevent, you know, these degenerative diseases like dementia, or you know, like memory loss, and who knows, I mean, even more serious illnesses if you're always learning new things or always challenging yourself to learn.
I think.
And then on a lighter note, just learning anything new. I mean, you can learn a new recipe. I think we're always learning, aren't we, as humans? Well, yeah, it doesn't have to
Well,
get
I'm
deep.
learning golf
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
And it's amazingly challenging.
Yeah.
But I am so enjoying it. And of
It's
course,
so challenging
I think anyone that's learning a new skill or a new like sport or that, I want to do it like really well. I don't want to be like, you know, having the famous like chicken wings or something.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
and
Oh, it's so bad. Chicken wings. You've just said it. Well, I mean, the way your face. If you're watching her on video, you should see. Oh, chicken wings sounds like she's something disastrous. What is it? A big taboo in golf.
Well, it's not taboo. Most people have.
I mean,
It's just
come
that
on.
you want to try and kind of learn like
Keep
a
your
pro.
arms proper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to do it like a pro, don't you? But
Well, I don't know. I've only tried it once. That Sunday I came with you. I mean, just trying to figure out how to put your hands,
But
the right hand.
isn't it like your brain kind of goes into
I'm
like,
kind of still remembering
when I was
it.
trying to learn all the different things you have to do at once, it's so challenging. I mean, apart from physically, because I mean, you know, just turning and
Yeah,
doing
all that
things, it
turning. You have to be so
hurts.
stiff, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be stiff.
You're
That's
supposed
it.
to be not stiff,
not
but you're
stiff.
stiff at first because you don't know how to do it.
And then
And
it's
you're
like,
trying to concentrate
yeah,
on
it's
like
not
a
like a
million
natural
things.
pose, is it? You want to
No.
like just do the.
But it's because you're concentrating on so much at once that your brain goes like, I can't.
Yeah. Like frying, yeah.
Yeah, like fries.
Like fries, it can become
But then
overwhelming.
it kind of gives you that buzz because you think, yes,
Exactly.
you know, I'm learning something. It's like amazing. And
It's a competition within yourself, isn't
yeah,
it, as
that
well? You know,
keeps you-
anything that you learn new, it's like, yeah, you're like
Keeps that buzz, I think.
competing. Yeah, oh, I did that. Yeah, I learned something. I think it's important, and I do think that, you know, as adults, we can really not want to do it.
yeah, because you think, I've done it for so many years.
Yeah, and you just think, no, that's enough now. You know, I don't want it. I want the familiar things. Don't bother me with this new stuff. You know, like, you know, like learning something new. As also because you don't want to like be shamed up or something. You know, be embarrassed by like, you know, being a beginner at a certain age
you
as well.
feel like it, but it makes
you are
you
a
feel
beginner.
like younger. It makes me feel younger when I'm learning something new because I feel like when I was a student.
Yeah, you're a beginner, and then like when you're young, it's all legit to be a beginner, and it's
Yeah.
normal because you're all beginners. But when you get older, you think, oh, what? You don't know how to do that? No, I don't.
Well, I remember when I was at college, when I was like 18, and I was at college in London, and I remember there was this man that was 80 in the class.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, amazing, learning the new language.
So amazing learning.
Yeah, he was
I think
learning
it was
Spanish. I
Spanish or
think,
French,
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them. And it was just, he was so, I mean, I want to say cute because he was
Because
older.
everyone
But
adored him,
well,
yeah.
He was so friendly and he was so willing to learn. And all us young people, we were so like amazed by the fact that he still wanted to learn the language. And
Yeah,
he was
why?
actually doing a proper
Exams,
certification.
yeah.
It was A-levels.
Yeah.
He was doing
yeah.
an A-level in it.
He wanted to get the certification.
So, and I just think,
And he was, I mean, he wasn't even like 60. He was like
no, he was at 80
80, yeah. So there you
or
go.
even older. I remember he was in his 80s.
Yeah.
So
I do remember you I think I saw him once.
yeah.
Yeah, in that coffee little area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean,
Amazing.
that was really good. And obviously learning a new language is amazing. But taking it as far as wanting to, actually get an A level in it or whatever.
I think that
A
really is where you're
certification.
like, just really, you're doing it for yourself and
Yeah.
like, I don't know, we don't really know who he was doing it for, but
But never, he just said he was interested in it, I think. I mean, I didn't really talk to him that much, but he was,
No.
because he didn't like, he was really, I say cute because he was really cute because he was just like part of the group. He didn't keep going on about how old he was.
Oh, no.
And how
He
was.
just
He just
mingled
mingled in with the other
with the
students and he
young-
would chat about the tea or whatever we were talking about.
Really, yeah,
So it
no,
wasn't
lovely,
like he
yeah.
would be talking about the war or.
Oh, no,
Like some people that are stuck, that obviously showed that he wasn't like stuck in the past.
yes.
He was living in the present and he was just mingling with us
Looking
and just
for- I think
chatting with
that's
us.
an-
And he would learn from us. He would, he would always be fascinated to see what we
what
young
the
people
younger
were talking
yeah,
about.
exactly, yeah, you're right. I think
And
that's a really important
it was
thing.
it was a particular time as well because it was like in the 80s and there was punks in the class and there was all sorts of different diverse people of all different backgrounds and he was just there amongst us all. It was pretty amazing.
It was amazing, yeah. No, that is so true, that because what happens is that as people age, they can get stuck in the past,
Yeah.
and that's all they tend to think about or want to talk about, and they have those golden years, sort of like in my prime, in my golden years.
I think that's a
That
very good
kind
point
of-
you've made. The
yeah.
golden years.
Yeah,
I mean, the
why?
golden years should be the now, really.
Yeah.
Because every year,
I agree.
you should be.
It's
you
not
should.
just about-
They say you shouldn't say should, but
Why
I
is
think-
it that only like the golden years has to be like when you're 20, 25? Why?
Yeah,
why? I mean,
if anything, when you're older,
when
you
you-
know more.
exactly,
You've
you-
learned more.
yeah,
You've
you-
more experience.
yeah, is it just because that was defined as like, the youthful times, or I don't know.
Well, what's it based on? Is it based on when you were
On
prettier, on beauty,
yeah.
or when you were more physically fit? Or because if anything, I'm more physically fit now. I feel.
I have no idea, but I think
What's it-
I
what's it
think it's
based
based on. I think like when they say,
Or fertility, maybe. It's based
carefree,
on-
maybe having that carefree mindset that people like to idolize it, young
But
people
it's
have.
not
It's
true.
absolutely not true. Yeah, like when you're 20, 21. I mean, it's really stressful times.
Yeah.
Most of the time you could be, you're either studying, you're looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it as being this idyllic time of my life. It was
it's
okay,
nice.
but talk about it wasn't that carefree though. It's like what that people like generalize, isn't it? Like, oh, when you're little, you're fine. Kids, our
Okay, I
kids.
used to find it stressful being a child.
Me too. Yeah,
Couldn't wait to be an adult.
I couldn't wait to grow up.
No, just be independent.
It was some parts of being a kid were great, playing and that, but
Yeah.
school, yuck. Did not enjoy school.
No, I much more enjoyed
My
going to college
goodness,
and
I
learning
loved
on my own
growing up.
terms.
Oh gosh, yeah. So, and the same about being, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that was. I mean, who says it
It was great at the time.
at the time? But it wasn't.
But I wouldn't want to go back there and do that all again.
No.
But I have no regrets, though. I'm happy with what I did.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go back there. No, I mean, I know that a lot of people say, like, when they're 50s, yes, I would want to have the body and the face again, of the youth, but not the mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad, if you go, okay, you get your 25-year-old version of yourself.
What, like that TikTok thing where you get, there's that thing going around on TikTok where you look younger, you can see your younger self,
You
but
could
still be you now.
Still be you now,
Yeah,
with all
that's
the
not
experience.
bad.
That would be like magic. But with all the experience you've
Some
acquired.
of it I wouldn't want, though, the hairstyles.
No, hairstyles, you can change them. Come on. Let's be truthful here. But the rest of it, would you really want it? That mind? No.
The mind, no.
No.
Because I'm more experienced now, I've learned so
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I do think it's all about, it's acquiring that knowledge, isn't it, through the lifelong learning.
That's what's fascinating.
And it doesn't matter how long you have actually lived. So it doesn't mean you have to be like 50 like we are, but it means you can, no matter how long you've lived, you've acquired knowledge. You're acquiring new things. So whether you're 18 or 15 or whatever age you are listening to this, you've still got your knowledge.
Yeah,
and
your
you can
knowledge
still
is like your
everything you've learned, your
well,
feedback
it's everything you have.
from your
I mean,
failed
the people
experiences.
that like say that the ones that have come out of really, like war zones or something, or they'd have to leave everything behind, or they've lost everything. But unless you have like a brain injury, you've always got the knowledge. You can always start again and do with the skills that you have in you. No one can take those away. I mean, you can have all your money in the bank, or your country can crash and you can be left
Yeah.
without any money, no house, nothing. But the knowledge and the skills that you have, you will always have. That's why I think they say invest in yourself, invest in your own learning.
Exactly, yeah. Nobody can take that away.
No.
That is so true. And you could learn it, I mean, just anything really. Like what I was saying before, it's a new recipe. Because if you like cooking, that's already learning something new every day. You can learn, I think if you actually look to learn,
You will. Like we
you
were
will.
looking at this
Yes.
this chat thing the other this
The
AI.
AI, yeah.
You look into, when new things come out, instead of closing your mind and just saying, no, that's rubbish, or I'm not, I don't want
can't be
anything to
bothered
do
with
with
that
How can
because
that be
I'm-
helpful to you?
Yeah.
Because look, when Google first came out, no one was really that interested in it. And look at now. I mean, it's just practically a verb. Google it.
Yeah, you Google it,
Yeah,
exactly.
so it's
It's become part of everyone's
it's like
life.
becoming friends with learning once
Yeah,
more.
don't shut those windows off. Don't, this is advice we're giving you, keep them as many as you can open and stick your head out and see, oh, wait, what can I get from that? What is that? Oh, yeah. Have a look around, don't just close the curtains and go off and say, no, I've got all I know it, even if I don't know everything, what I know is enough. That suffice.
I think that's when you're just comfortable, isn't it? That's how we were in our 40s. We know we what we know is enough.
We were placent.
If any little piece of information comes our way, we will read it or whatever. But it's not like we're
going to look out for something.
We're not actually going to look out to actually learn a whole
curious,
new thing that we've never done before.
Who could be bothered with that? Because it's hard work. Yeah, it's hard at first.
And a lot of the times you think, I haven't got time to do that new thing or learn that new thing. But it's amazing how when something catches your eye or your attention and you want to learn.
Do you know, I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, I haven't got time. There I was on Netflix and I thought I've literally been watching this series for 3 hours, one episode. And I know that I say to myself, yeah, that's my relaxing time. But I was actually thinking, gosh, I could be learning something. I am actually wasting time. But then I sort of justify myself, nah, I'm not wasting time. I'm relaxing. I deserve this. It's a bit of a fine line. But I really thought, am I really relaxing or am I just dulling my mind here? Because it wasn't even this series that I was crazy about, because sometimes I get really excited by series and they give me ideas and I find them stimulating. I'm kind of learning through these, that's a bit of an excuse, but
through
the medium, of this entertainment channel. I'm kind of learning with. But this time I just
laugh at yourself.
I laugh at myself because I could see all the excuses. I was thinking, gosh, I really have. And I actually thought it's time for me to learn something else. And so, but I thought at least I know.
Yeah, well, I just did a marketing course the other day and I thought it's good to learn.
Did you?
Yeah.
God, you didn't even tell me about it.
No,
it was just something quick.
I just binged it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just thought I'd just do this.
Was it helpful?
It was.
In the end, you learned things.
I learned some of it. I knew. Well, I think I knew it. Some of it, but then the little snippets and things that I got from here, and I immediately implemented them.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt as if I did something useful.
Yeah, you feel as if you're learning something. Because a lot of the time you say, "What do
I mean, it was
a
video
learn?
course, so some of the bits I knew, I quickly because I
quickly
binge a
fast
course.
forwarded it.
So I just quickly, I would skip little bits of it. So
Yeah.
I would do it like in a quick way. But
Yeah, but who cares? You're still learning.
I still learn things that I've implemented immediately, and I use them.
Because we do. I think, we all do. We all say we haven't really got much time, but a lot of it's just time that we're just using to just like numb in a way.
Yeah, I think you numb your
switching.
brain.
I was thinking the other day, gosh,
Look
if
at
we
the
didn't
term,
have...
switching off.
Yeah, switching it off. Yeah, really.
What are you switching off?
Yeah, when we say, I just want to switch off now. I just want to, what you do, what you want to do is you want to switch off work, but wouldn't it be nice to be able to turn on another kind of modality, which is like learning and play associated?
Switching on.
Yeah, switching on without making it tiring though, because you want to, after work, you don't want to.
But sometimes but the thing is that sometimes you think things are tiring that they're not really. It's just because your brain is like so filled with anxiety and
notions,
nerves and other
nerves,
things and stress that you feel as if you haven't got time. But when you actually kind of force yourself, I would say,
I think you do actually have to
dive into that new skill or joining the...
Or like reading a book, for example.
And then
you have to kind of force yourself. Yeah.
And then you actually find that you're more relaxed. And then the amazing thing is it gives you time back, because then afterwards when you go back to your day or whatever, the next day a part of you knows that you're learning this new thing and you're really excited about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And of course the new thing's often very challenging. It's not always an easy thing to learn.
No, yeah, but you could just be like reading a book. I was thinking, I'm here watching the third, literally the 50 minutes. It's like 3 hours, 4 hours are going to go by of my evening. I could have read a book.
Yeah, and that's what happens a lot of times with people that are just, when you're just scrolling on your phone as well.
Yeah.
It's just a time dump, really.
It was, time dump. I thought, it's not... If you ask me about that now, for example, I don't even know what I was watching. So that goes to show it's not like anything that particularly stimulated me. I have no idea what that series was. It's like what sometimes my grown-up kids say, Mum, you don't even know what you watch. If we ask you afterwards.
Isn't it because you fall asleep?
Yeah, sometimes I fall asleep. Okay, I've got to admit it. But so, I mean, it's not exactly, that's what I mean. Sometimes I do. If I really do, if it's just like for all right. It's always me.
Well, I think it's like Mental Health Awareness Month as well.
Yeah.
So I think for your mental health, if you do, do lifelong learning, your mental health will be...
It will be so much more improved.
It will be improved.
It will be improved. Come on, let's not joke about this. No. It will be.
I mean, you can learn
your
a new language. You can learn
everything.
A new skill.
Yeah, your anxiety.
It can be a manual skill or
intellectual, academic, anything. You could learn how to plant some veggies or something. Anything you want to learn about, something maybe you've always thought about, but you think, I can't be bothered. Yeah. Do it though.
Yeah, learning a new instrument.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play guitar.
Or even just doing something like hosting something. You could host an evening, host a book club.
I'm not hosting anything, don't look at me. It's like installing this hosting thing and then looking at me. Host a party. To tell you the truth, I can't be bothered. I don't want to.
I wasn't looking.
No, okay. Even though afterwards it's such fun, but I do enjoy it afterwards.
So it's you that's thinking you should.
No, I don't want to. I might do it if the weather gets better. Yeah, in the garden maybe.
Anyway,
yes, definitely go for the learning. Look out for it. That's all we say. Just pop your head out the window and have a look around. There are new things all over the place. It's just you that have decided to just switch off to them, but let's switch it back on. No matter what age you are, and let's go back. Let's go and see what we can learn, and let's have fun. Let's have fun.
Switch on that learning and enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
So enjoyable.
It is enjoyable
really
once you
is.
get the hang of it. It
Yeah.
really is.
Let us
yeah.
know what you're going to be learning for life.
Yeah, some more lifelong learning for you. And if please follow us. And if you enjoy this podcast, share it with your family and friends. It helps us grow. And remember to comment, because we do really enjoy reading your comments.
Come and see us on at Get Real with the English Sisters on Instagram, Twitter, The English Sisters, YouTube, The English Sisters.
Yeah.
Just come and say hi.
Come and say hi.
And we're going to be learning new things too. Even more so now.
Yes,
we've done
definitely.
this
Well, now that we've
episode.